Failures in camp are not nice. They will not beat you, but they will punish you. Camp is fun, but it's also stressful, and you're going to need a coping mechanism. Tell me why you are going to camp with red, yellow, green panties and bra. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Ayomide. I am a medical laboratory scientist. I'm an entrepreneur. I am a copper. I am currently based in Osun State, Nigeria. I film about lifestyle, career, self-development, and every other good stuff. If you're new here, please do subscribe to my channel, check out some of my other videos, and subscribe. Okay, so in today's video I'm going to be talking about, like I said, I am a copper, which means I am currently serving, and I just started my Nysc. So let's say 3 months into this program, and I can say that there are a lot of things that we don't get to know before we start this program, and also like before going to Nysc camp, which is like the beginning of the Nysc year. So this video I'm going to be talking about things that I wish I knew before I enter orientation camp, or let me just say frequently asked questions about Nysc and Nysc camp. Basically, with no further ado, let's jump right into the video. So the first thing is the documents that you are going to need to go with into the Nysc camp. Going to Nysc camp, you are going to need to first do registration with Nysc, which I'm sure you've probably done that before you start watching this video. Okay, so when you do your registration in like 24 hours, you're going to check your dashboard and you're going to see a number, which is your call-up number. It's going to be like Nysc slash, let's say your school is Kwara State, so you see KMS or KWS slash S something slash your number. That is your call-up number. Okay, and then in like maybe after a week or 10 days, let's say 7 days after your registration, your call-up letter is going to show up. Okay, so now when you're going into the camp, you see your call-up letter is that letter that is going to show that, okay, Adebayo Deborah Ayomiye, you have been posted to Osun State, and on that letter you're going to see the address where the camp is. And so when you're going to camp, you're going to need passports. Just go with about 10 or 8 passports, nothing less than 8 passports, just to be on the safer side. Okay, so then you're going to need your certificate or statement of results. If your school hasn't given you your certificate yet, then you should go with your statement of results and your school ID card. So if you have your certificates, you might not necessarily need school ID card. When I was going to the camp, I went with my certificate. I didn't go with school ID card. Okay, so other things that you're going to need your ID card for, you can use other means of identification. So for my camp, any other means of identification was accepted. So when I was doing, you know, opening account, if I want to collect something and they asked me for means of identification, I was giving them my NIN. Yeah, at the point I think I even used my voter's card at the point. So yeah, just to put that out there. But if you have your school ID card, you can go with it. If you don't have it and you have your school certificate, then you can go with it. So it is either certificate or statement of result. If you're a medical practitioner like me, if you're a nurse, physiotherapy, pharmacy, medical doctor, scientist, any medical course basically that is a medical course, you are going to need your practicing license. Okay, so if you don't have your license, please don't go to camp. Don't let them embarrass you. You need to go with your credentials basically. If you want to know other things that you need to put in your box when you're going to camp, I have a video on that, so you should check this video out, or you should check the description box. Just go through my channel. You are going to see a lot of videos that I've filmed about Nysc, and I will always advise that you go to camp early. Okay, so try as much as possible to resume to camp early. People resume like a week after camp opens, but so I'll always tell people to resume early. I resumed 2 days after camp opened, and I will say that I still struggle with some things a little bit, but then it wasn't bad. So my advice, go to camp early. So anything that is going to delay you, make sure you get them ready, and if it is not ready, just go the following batch. Don't stress yourself too much. You can always go with another batch. Okay, so when you are going to camp, always avoid entering the camp late, like at night. If you are coming from a long distance, make sure you target your journey, like maybe you start your journey a day before, so that you can get to camp early, so that you'll be able to finish your registration that day. Registration starts from the gate. Like when you enter into camp, they're going to check your box. So everything you're bringing from your house, they will check it. So there are some things that you're not supposed to put in your bag. They are going to seize it until the day you are leaving camp. So they are going to check your leather box, everything. They will search it. So after then you go to the clinic. That's the process that I went through in my camp, which is Ocean State camp. So you're going to go through the clinic, they're going to check. Okay, mind you, I'm so sorry, I didn't mention the medical fitness and medical reports part when I was talking about credentials to take to camp. So your medical fitness shows that you are fit to enter camp, you are fit to do orientation camp. Do you understand? Why medical reports is that one that shows that okay, this person is having this kind of disease and this person is not fit to be in camp. So if you want to camp, what you need is medical fitness. You can go to any hospital, they will do that for you. It will have your genotype, blood group, all those status to show that you are fit. But if you are the type that you don't want to stay in camp and you want to tender your reports, you go for medical reports and it will show that okay, this person is having druncuculus, blah blah blah, and this person is not fit to stay in camp. Okay, so for the registration, after gate you go to the clinic, they're going to check your blood pressure and do some little detailing from there. From there you will go to another place where they will do your biometrics, and there they are going to verify your certificate or your credentials and everything, and then they will give you a number which is your state code. So this state code is the number you will now start using. It's like a matric number basically. So let's say for example your state code is 3911. It means that the last digit, which is 1, is your platoon number. So that means you are in platoon 1. So if it is 3910 or 3990, that 0 indicates 10. It means that you are in platoon 10. After you are done with your biometrics verification of credentials and all, and you'll be given your state code, then you'll be directed to go to your platoon officer. So you locate where your platoon officer is. So you have to go, so if you're in platoon 7, you go to platoon 7 joints, and that is where you do other documentation, your certificate, everything, photocopy of all those things. That's where you're going to submit everything. They will open a file for you, and then that's where you're going to get your uniform. Okay, so if you meet a nice person, they will help you check. You can check if your uniform will make sense, if it will size you. But if you meet some people, they are not nice, they will not even if you are complaining that this thing is not my size, they will not answer you. Okay, so that's where you collect your uniform, and after then you cannot go and do hostel documentation, and you get your room and everything. So if you get to camp on time, basically you'll be able to finish everything that same day. But if you come in late at night, then it starts to be that you're going to continue the following day, which means you might not be able to get your uniform the day you enter camp. Also that day you're going to do bank opening, you will do account opening and everything. So you see that it is a lot. You'll be moving from one place to another. Eat before you enter camp the first day. Okay, so also when you're going into camp, another point, you need to go with cereals. Okay, you need to go with biscuits, cornflakes, everything, because kitchen food is really not it. Especially if you are picky. If you are someone like me, I don't eat beans outside, I don't like taking swallow, I'm picky. And to avoid purging, the toilet is not always the best. Don't forget, you're not in your house, you're going to meet a lot of people that does not even have personal hygiene, so they will have messed up the toilet, and you don't want to be using the toilet every day. So you want to be picky with what you eat. So it's best if you go with your own cereal. But I mean, if you cannot go with that, don't worry, there is a market in camp that you can buy everything that you want to buy. Camp does not allow Crocs and Yeezy slide. I'm going to seize it, so it's best if you just go with normal white canvas. If you're going with Crocs, be sure that you're just going to be wearing it in your hostel. You won't be wearing it to parades. Okay, so if you're getting your uniform and you want to adjust it, have it at the back of your mind that tailors will rob you. Tailors in camp are not nice. Imagine you want to do, maybe you want to slim fit your trouser and they're telling you 2,500, 2,000. Someone had even told me 4,000 naira for zip before in camp. So be ready, be prepared, hold your money. Okay. The reason why I always advise people to go to camp early is because so you can join groups, so that you can meet people on time, you can join groups on time, you'll be able to have access to some things on time. Do you understand? So if you're a medical person, automatically you're going to be joining the medic group, which is cool. But if you are not, you can join OBS. OBS is broadcasting something. It's like all these people that used to do news, entertainment stuff. Yeah, so you can also join Red Cross. Red Cross are those people that used to stand around, so in case somebody faints, in case you are injured, those are the people that will first run to you. Also, I think there are people they call safeguard. Basically, there are so many groups you can join. Basically, your hair, wristwatch, jewelries, and all those things are not allowed during parade, And what's the essence of using something and they are telling you remove it? So don't bother. Or you can hold them and keep them in your box for days that are going to be social activities. But when you're going for parade and all, see, that place is a military zone. There are some things that you don't even want to stress yourself. So if you can go with air of this length, or maybe a little bit longer, so that if you want to use your cap, you can just pack it in. Do you understand? Or like if you have a long braid, and long braid, normally you think that you've packed this hair, and maybe when you are jogging or you're doing exercise and the hair just keep falling off, a soldier that is not nice can see you and be punishing you unnecessarily. So it's just best if you have hair that you can just fold in and use your face cap, bam, and you're good to go. Do you understand? So also jewelry, necklace, ears, and everything. And if you're a guy, you're on locks, you tint your hair. Even as a lady, if you tint your hair, you're on dread as a guy, your hair is not black, you pierce your hair, you need to go with wig cap. I hope we all know wig cap. So because the military people, they will tell you that they don't want to see it, so you use that wig cap before you use your face cap, just to put your hair inside. Okay, if you are a guy and you have piercings, you might not want to use your jewelry because they punish people a lot. They will not beat you, but they will punish you. Sometimes they will ask you to sit inside mud water on the road. Sometimes they will ask you to do frog. So to avoid all those things, just comply with everything. Okay, so it will be stressful. Camp is going to be very stressful, guys. It is great, especially the first week inside camp. People fall sick. You will start seeing people falling sick. And let me tell you something. Camp is fun, but it's also stressful, and you're going to need a coping mechanism. And especially the first week, you might not be able to detect your coping mechanism. But I'm going to tell you how I cope in camp, how I did not fall sick. I never went to the clinic to collect drug. And it's not as if I'm the strongest in camp, do you understand? But for the first few days, I was somehow, I wasn't even myself. But as soon as I detect a coping mechanism for myself, that was how I did it throughout camp period. Okay, so number one reason why people fall sick is cold. People expose themselves to cold too much. Number two is lack of sleep. Okay, so now this is it. Every activity in camp ends by 10 p.m. So the officials release all core members by 10 p.m. So after this activity, you are to go to your hostel and sleep. Okay, so many people will get to the hostel, and that's when they will start gisting. Don't forget that activity starts by 5 a.m. So if you now just till 12 a.m., you wake up by 2 a.m. to have your bath. Please tell me, is the sleep enough? You're having your bath at 2 a.m. when the cold is very harsh. How is cold not going to get to you? So this is what I used to do. I ensure that I have water in my bucket every night. So I keep that water. And I ensure that I don't follow multitude. I don't wake up by 2 a.m. to have my bath. I don't even wake up by 3 a.m. to have my bath. I wake up 4 a.m. I have my alarm set to 3:50 a.m. So if that alarm ring and I still feel like sleeping, I'm still going to sleep. Sometimes I wake up by 4:10, 4:15, because I know that I don't need to do makeup. I don't need to do too much. All I need to do is have my bath and wear my white. Okay. When I wake up by 4 a.m., I go have my bath, come back, dress up, wear my white with my socks, and put my cap beside me. And I climb my bed back and I'm taking a nap or just relaxing. And when it's like 4, one thing about army people is that they start to alarm, or they start to ring bell, or they start to blow the bugle 20 minutes to an event. So if an event is 5 a.m., by 4:40 they are already chasing you people, because they want you to wait for the event to start. Not that the event is starting and then call members are now dragging their feet. Do you understand? It's a military zone. So like 20 minutes to 5, they will start blowing bugle, they will start waking you guys, they will start telling you double up, double up. So by that time, all I need to do is just stand up, wear my shoe, and start going to the parade ground. Do you understand? So early in the morning when I finish having my bath, I rub my chest with rub, my hands, my forehead, and I'm good to go. So okay, after that, there's going to be events. From that time, we do meditation till like I think 7:30. So breakfast starts by 7:30. You go collect your breakfast, or if you want to go to market, or if you want to take cereal, eat your breakfast. Then another event is going to start by 9. But trust me, like I said, they will not come and be calling you by 9. They will come like 20 minutes to 9, and you have to start rushing to the hall. Okay, so by that time, I make sure that I wash my previous clothes. I mean, like the break between 7:30 and 9 a.m. I wash my previous clothes, I have my breakfast, and that's all. Okay, so this 9 a.m. event is like 9 to 2 p.m. Do you understand? So during that period, that's what they call the Sahed class, where there's going to be a lot of lectures, talk, 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 talk. So that period, I try as much as possible to take naps in between. I can listen for like 15 minutes, and then at a point, I'm like, oh, do you understand? So if I sleep for 1 hour, I can wake up and be attentive in the class for 3 hours. So I try to always take naps during science class. Then after science class is lunch. After lunch, you can tend to fetch water during lunch period and then eat your food and everything. Then another event is by 4 to like 6:30, and you do another one. Then there is going to be for dinner, and then after dinner you cannot go and rest and everything. Then you come back for social activities by 8 to 10. Do you see that it is a lot? But if you know how to manage your break time, your break period are very, very important. If you know how to manage them, you'll be fine in camp. So when you're going to camp, you need some outfits. You need to go with carnival costume. If you are a Muslim, you need 3 Juma clothes. Also, if you're a Christian, you can go with 3 church clothes and an extra one that you can wear on your carnival day. So for your platoon, you're going to be having so many activities. There's going to be competition between one platoon to another for all activities inside the camp. There's going to be competition for Big Good and Beautiful, Tall, Dark and Handsome, Miss NYSC, Miss Petite, Mr. Macho. Mr. Macho is someone that is flirty, seductive, that have muscle and everything. So there's going to be a lot of competition. To the good part, you'll be given bicycle money when you're in camp. Bicycle money is basically like transportation money. When we're in camp, I camped with Lagos coppers because Lagos camp cannot contain Lagos coppers. So some of them were asked to camp in Osun State. So their money was a little bit higher than our own. I think like difference of 2K or 1.5. I can't remember, but you'll be given bicycle money. They might not really announce it because nobody announced it into my ears. I just noticed that people were queuing in front of their account office. I asked questions and they were like, bicycle money. And I'm like, eh? So I queued for like 2 days before I was able to get my money. So when it comes to hostel, you'll be missing a lot of people. In my room, I think I had about 30 roommates. Yeah, if I count it very well. So you're going to meet a lot of people with different personalities. Just be you. You're going to meet a lot of crazy people that you don't know them. And within that 3 weeks, they will show you shaggy. So it's best you also need to, be calm and also be security conscious when you're in camp. See, I cannot overemphasize this. You need to be security conscious when you're in camp. Be secure. My dear, be security conscious when you're in camp. You see that waist pouch? Let it be your best friend when you're in camp. Okay? Okay, so you're going to also need friends in camp. Yeah. So the best thing is if you have a friend that you guys are in the same hostel or you guys are even roommates and you're in the same platoon, my dear, that's the best friendship ever in camp. Because you guys will be together almost all the time and you build your friendship from there. Unfortunately, I couldn't find someone that was in my room that was also in my platoon. By the time I will see, there are already 3 and I don't want to be in the crowd. So I was a woman mopo inside camp, but I'm always relating with people anywhere I find myself. There is a book they call Book of Life inside camp. You'll be signing that. So they might not really announce it. So you need to be close to your platoon people. So, and also, just to make sure that when you see people queue, ask questions. Please, why are you people queuing? Because there's so many information that you might not get. Don't be, how do I put it? Don't be shy. Approach people. You will just see a queue and be like, what's this queue for? And you'll be like, ask, please, why are you people queuing? Just ask questions so that you'll be able to sign the Book of Life. The Book of Life is just like, okay, I was in camp in so yeah, I was here. When you're going to camp, you need to pack. See, this one, I need to even be serious about it, guys. I was so surprised. I was so pissed at the point in time in camp. I'm like, do people not have orientation when it comes to dressing? So you need to dress decently. It doesn't mean that you have the intention of doing it, but if you do this, it means you're not dressing decently. Don't forget that you'll be wearing white trout. Tell me why you are going to camp with red, blue, pink, yellow, green panties and bra. Why are you showing us your bum bum? Even guys, why are you wearing Arsenal logo boxers under white? Everybody can see. A lady can sit in front of you and she's bending and you are seeing her wearing a green string. Like we can literally see her bum. It is ridiculous. It is so annoying. Me as a lady, I get irritated. It's not to talk of guys. Like so many people just say these guys like that's like doesn't make sense. Do you understand? So please and please, if you are going to camp, ensure you go with black bra, blue blue bra, or gray color underwear. I'm talking about both now. See, if you are the type that you don't have, maybe you don't have black pants or so, just get tights. Do you understand? Black tights, blue tights, or gray tights. Those are the colors. I'm not talking about gray that is lightweight, deep one that will be giving you like a brown vibe. So things that you can wear under these shorts that it will not show your bum bum, it will not show your pants line, it will not show the color of what you're wearing under. Things that basically they can't see through what you're wearing. Because see, let me tell you the truth, white is plain, white is transparent. You can see everything. But when you wear these things, they can't see anything. Basically, like you are cool, you are perfect. But I feel like people should know better. But if you don't know now, you know that if you are wearing white, you're not expected to wear red, green, pink, yellow. Let's be guided. So for now, these are the things that I need to share with you guys about orientation camp. Like I said, orientation camp is fun but stressful. If you have any question, please drop them in the comment section. Before you go, please like this video, share, and subscribe to my channel, and also watch my previous videos. I vlogged everything in camp when I was in camp, so you can just watch those videos to be able to relate to some of the things that you are going to be meeting when you get into camp. If I have any other things to discuss, or if I get any other question, I'm going to film another video for you guys, because I'm here for you, and then we can talk about life after camp and everything. Bye guys, I love you.